Please be seated. We're so happy to see you. Welcome back. Bonjour and welcome. Mon nom est Anne-Marie Croteau, and I'm the first woman dean of the John Molson School of Business, one of the best and largest business schools in the world. Yes. This very special convocation ceremony is organized to honor our graduates whose degrees were conferred in 2020 and 2021. I would like to begin by acknowledging that Concordia University is located on unceded indigenous lands. The Comune Kehaka Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters on which we gather today. Tiohtià:ke, ou Montréal, est historiquement connu comme un lieu de rassemblement pour de nombreuses Premières Nations. Aujourd'hui, une population autochtone diversifiée ainsi que d'autres peuples y résident. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future in our ongoing relationships with the Indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. Distingués invités, chers collègues, family and friends, dear graduates, for many reasons today is a special day for you, a day that calls for celebrations. Not only are you here to cross the stage and receive your hard-earned degree, but you're also here to celebrate your perseverance and strength in achieving those honors despite the challenges of the last 2 years. It has been an intense period of change and growth. Our society and the business world have changed tremendously since you began your studies. So have you. You are the leaders and entrepreneurs of tomorrow, true next generation members of the business and society. The entire John Molson School of Business and Concordia community is proud of your achievements and contributions. To your families and friends, thank you for the support you have shown to our students. It is with great pride that I can now finally say, congratulations to the graduates of 2020 and 2021. Félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés. It is now my honor to invite Concordia University's President and Vice Chancellor, Graham Carr, to deliver his address. Thank you. Merci.
Good afternoon. It's truly wonderful to be with all of you here today to honor your academic achievement as recent graduates of Concordia. Convocation ceremonies are always special occasions, but this one's different because it's coming a year or maybe even more than 2 years after you earned your degrees. And to some of you, that may seem a bit anticlimactic, but the lapse of time doesn't diminish your achievements. So this afternoon, why don't we just celebrate the best anticlimax of all times? Now, today's event is especially meaningful because, as Dean Croteau already said, you completed your studies under truly extraordinary conditions. The pandemic turned all of our lives upside down. La COVID-19 nous a privés et vous a privés d'une foule d'activités académiques, parascolaires et purement sociales qui contribuent à définir la vie à l'université. Elle nous a forcés à repenser intégralement la manière dont les cours sont donnés, dont les travaux, les projets et même les examens sont conçus et réalisés. And it demanded that all of us adapt again, and continue adapting, forcing us to persevere through uncertainty, sometimes frustration, and at other times disillusionment. It's probably the case that At some point, some of you lost part-time jobs and employment income because of the pandemic. Others had to make big life choices, like whether to stay in Montreal, whether to come to Montreal, whether to return to homes elsewhere in the world, or perhaps move back in with your family. Probably some of you caught COVID. All of us were certainly concerned that we or our friends and family might get sick. A lot of you probably started careers, and some of you may even have launched businesses in a virtual environment, and some of you may still be waiting to go to work in person for the first time. But one other thing that distinguishes you from standard graduating classes is that each of you now has already gained a bit of distance from your life as a student. C'est ce qui rend cette journée incroyablement spéciale pour nous tous, le fait que vous ayez tout mis de côté pour venir ici à Place des Arts ou même revenir à Montréal afin de célébrer votre réussite. So it's fabulous to see you back here and also to welcome your friends and family who I'm sure have also been waiting impatiently for this day. Now, there were undoubtedly many moments during the past couple of years when you were incredibly thankful for the support you had from them and from our faculty and staff. But whatever your situation, the fact that you've chosen to come for this celebration demonstrates that you value your connection to Concordia, to the John Molson School of Business, as much as we value our connection to you. Il y a maintenant plus de 240 000 diplômés de Concordia partout dans le monde. Et chaque fois que nos chemins se croisent, je suis toujours impressionné, non seulement par la force de leur récit individuel, mais aussi par leur fierté d'être membre de notre communauté. Et pourquoi pas? Notre université est en plein essor et nos diplômés sont en grande partie responsables de cette réussite. For the third year in a row, Concordia has been ranked the top university younger than 50 years old, not just in Canada, but in all of North America. Don't hold back. And this spring, when Times Higher Education measured the impact that more than 1,400 universities worldwide were making toward the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, we at Concordia ranked in the top 50 globally for our work to reduce inequality, 20th in the world for how we perform on climate action, and 5th in the world for our leadership in creating smart cities and communities. That's not bad for a university that hasn't yet turned 50 years old. And I know the business school students are always really conscious about that, so I'll just add that those rankings have also raised the value of your degree since you completed it. But even more important than the numbers are what those three categories say about our values: our commitment to opportunity and accessibility, to environmental responsibility, to blending technology with design to improve the quality of life for everyone in an urbanizing world. And as the name of the ranking implies, it's about impact. Research, learning, and actions that make a difference. Because let's face it, society, humankind, all the Earth species, we need a lot of help right now. Les difficultés, les tragédies et les injustices sont bien trop présentes. La terrible guerre qui continue en Ukraine, le meurtre de George Floyd, les découvertes obsédantes de tombes d'enfants autochtones au Canada, les millions de réfugiés dans le monde, les centaines de millions d'enfants, en majorité des jeunes filles, qui n'ont pas accès aux compétences de base en littératie, la liste est longue. And meanwhile, our climate continues to get hotter and hotter. Fires and storms rage out of control while species and fresh water disappear. And of course, it's likely that COVID-19 is also not done with us yet. So let me close on this note. When you compare what you achieved finishing your studies in the midst of the pandemic with all of the terrible challenges facing the world, take a moment to savor our relative good fortune. And as we celebrate our accomplishments together, celebrate your accomplishments together, let's also imagine what we as a university and you as our graduates can do with that good fortune to bring some joy, hope, and beauty to a world that desperately needs your talent and your engagement. For us at Concordia, the difficulties facing the world challenge us to do even more through our teaching, our research, our outreach, to be transformative, to be innovative, to have a positive impact, as that ranking I mentioned a minute ago reflects. But it's also the case that the single best measure of a university's impact on the world is what its graduates go on to do. Et c'est ce qui fait toute la beauté des universités. Année après année, ces lieux de questionnement, de savoir, de créativité et d'innovation ont le privilège d'accueillir de nouveaux étudiants et étudiantes et de saluer de nouveaux diplômés impatients de devenir des citoyens productifs qui trouvent des solutions et changent le monde pour le mieux. However you choose to make a difference, I hope the knowledge, skills, experience, and also the friendships that you gained at Concordia and at the John Molson School have equipped you for success, because you will always be our best ambassadors. Félicitations encore. Congratulations again on your success. I look forward to the impact you're sure to make. And now, while our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Concordia Jazz Trio. Thank you, merci, enjoy the afternoon.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Business Administration. Benjamin Bedard. Jiang Cheng. Andrew Cole. Jonathan Delar Fernandez. Carl William Gagne. Anastasios Karos. Vincent Mathieu Lessard. Saik Liang. Jasmayan Panu. Mohammed Haider Ali Anwar Rashid. Zehan Shen. Chao Bo To. Jinying Zhu. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Science for the following programs: Management, Marketing. Sarah Elizabeth Rahimi. Upsana Banerjee. Tongdan Luo. Ria Rao. Yuksek Swang. Ji Yang. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate diploma in the following program: Chartered Professional Accountancy. Karina Chloe Anelli. David Bayat. Amanda Capucilli. Victoria Cardillo. Ashley Clark. Vladimir Dmitriev. Virginie Domken de Julio. Laura Dufresne. Patrice Gagnon. Cassandra Gauthier. Pravena Hariharan. Kevin He. Eli Kure. Tessa Maro. Ivan Borislav Mikhailov. Faria Isman Mrida. Kayla Russo. Zachary Turga. Christina Casanto. Edwin Tran.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: Accountancy, International Business. Nicole Alexandra Aline. Ariana Arini Antavi. Rania Assisi. Regis Basikofi. Kyra Bates. Daniela Michelle Bertone. Angelina Brennan. David Canuto. Chuhan Chao. Bradley Carros. Amna Chaudhry. Han Chen with distinction. Chin Chi Chen. Tracy Lee Cheng with distinction. Javadul Alam Kouturi. Danilo Alberto Contreras Lopez. Miguel Mauricio Contreras Lopez. Giuseppe D'Amico. Jiaju Dai. Ariano Della Sala. Pietro De Luca with distinction. Christina Dimitrakis with distinction. Adam Diahusi. Jessica Ann Di Sasso. Nat Lindo. Naomi Emanuel. Alistair Patrick Fogan. Olivia Maria Forgione, with distinction. Pauline Andrea Francisco. Carmen Gabriel. Georgia Giannakopoulos. Annika Anandan Govindanaga. Abi Goxhaj. Xavier Grenier Talavera, with distinction. Kishini Guria. Naya Habash. En Kwan He. Caroline Chao Ho. Nevin Hook. Milad Issa. Jasdeep Singh Shavanda. Neeraj Shali. Anajan Keneganigan. Nuha Kishta. Nikki Komboris. Yannick Lai. Bruno Lally with distinction. Chloé Marie Landry. Kira Laplante. Charles Nicholas Lane with distinction. Nathan Andrew LeBlanc with distinction. Lu Yao Li. Mingjiang Li. Xijia Li. Shifai Liu. Audrey Look. Chinhui Loy. Julianne McCarley. Daniel Francesco Maggio. Dalia Mandolese. Andrew Justin Marsillo with great distinction. Vanessa Marcelli with distinction. Jessica Mastrangelo with distinction. Matthew Mastrogiacomo with distinction. Sabrina Conimasa with distinction. Rakav Mohan. Even Morena. Goldis Muinza. Faizin Nabi. John Chineflas with distinction. Jean-Pierre Nektsikihe. Doan Boagnok Nguyen with distinction. Valeria Alma Luz Nuez Medina. Patrick James Oliver. Vittorio Palermo. Michael Palombi with distinction. Audrey Pankum Chouet. Dimitri Papanastrasolis. Joanna Papasanastoulis. Alexandra Papas. Cynthia Paramatipati. Judging Pei. Naomi Aimee Perez Mirele. Lu Min Yong Pan with distinction. Ali Kama. Adrienne Angela Reis. Afolabi Saibu. Hamza Mustafa Said. Luke Robert Sava. Ayala Sara Seruya. Vasiful Alam Ses. Shenlu Shi with distinction. Shobnit Singh. Regita Sinaturai. Rolanda del Castillo Siriban. Munhal Soma. Matthew Dylan Stein. Alexandra Marie Stewart-Lyer. Kirsten Helena Sorovanicek. Disha Talwar. Hermine Yeluma Tamusa. Hannah Tenorio. Jeannie Tong. Alexandros Georgios Tsotsis. Hadia Muin Udin. Abida Shafiullah. Konstantinos Varadatsiskos. Evelyn Wade. Jinbo Wang. Tian Na Wang with distinction. Chichuang Wang. Caroline Ching Wang. Brittany Wu. Jing Chu with distinction. Chui Yang. Ying Hui Marisa Yap. Wenlin Hu. Zhao Qing Huan. Hassan Sabian. Fahim Sahman. Mitra Saripur. Dai Wei Chang. Hao Qing Chu. Yishu Zhu. Marjane No Ansari. Iris Berm Siegrist. Michaela Pumbu. Samo Cebula. Alice Cotton with distinction. José Miguel Duch Ruiz. Michael Franca Bandera. Elizabeth Giannakovo. Dylan Gillis. Alexandre Elmy. Isabella Julia Jaczynski-Waxman. Elizabeth Lacombe with distinction. Luis José Maldonado Machado. Fatima Nadem Malik. Camille Mujian, with great distinction, winner of the International Business Medal, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in international business. Lee Min Hong Nang. Michael Nubani. Bojan Skuci. Karen Wong Sui Cheong. Alia Sara Wuako. Sunny Young. Spencer Jerbin J. Fabien Sakou. Please enjoy this short video highlighting student life at Concordia before we continue with calling of graduates.
I am pleased to continue to introduce you to the candidates for the Bachelor of, Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: Management, Marketing. Lucky Airy. Lena Berduk. Dennis Boyle Ortega with great distinction. Caroline Boni with distinction. Olivier Chartrand. Emily Marguerite Chevrier. Andy Elaine Chung Fat. Joseph Anthony Chioka. Caitlin Cool. Kiara Larissa Denny. Vedant Dawan. Veronica Durbano. Noah El Awar. Nadia El Haili Apontes. Pamela Lauren Floros with distinction. Michelle Melanie Frey with distinction. Alexei Jelinas. Irene Gugère Samson. Jessica Goya. Pamela Halleck. Najah Jean Pocus. Claire Kelly. Jenny Kun Sambath. Danielle Noblak Feck. Alexander Koppel. Miriam Labelle. Valérie Lamontagne. Justin Levinson. Yuking Lee. Natasha Lieberman Santos with distinction. Jason Yu Fat. Natalie Hani Makta. Shani Makias. Nazik Markarian. Salah Minemne. Dong Nguyen with distinction. Selby Ovans. Talin Ovayan. Elizabeth Pellegrino. Anupama Rajesh. Christina Rassi. Cassandra Tosco. Un Kai Josefina Un. Annabelle Boissard. Kelsey Woods, with distinction. Gabrielle Abergel. Mikhail Abu Rejeli. Oluwafan Miliao Esther Ajike, with distinction. Tarek Akkad. Emma Anderson. Rashmina Babar. Geeta Bakasu. Kiara Jennifer Baldwin, with distinction. Caitlin Bonfil. Capucine Baumgartner. Charlotte Bellan, with distinction. Maxime Bismuth. Jessica Bonilla. Yasmin Bouhalal. Florence Boulanger. Catherine Bourget. Alyssa Kira Carrion Potante. Danny Chalet. Alejandra Grisel Contreras Montes. Amanda Crociti, with distinction. Balek Darkejian. Sarah Jessica Davira. Ellie Deeb. Thuy Lien Diep. Sabrina Defino. Kira Dagnazio. Nat An Do, with distinction. Sandrine Duge. Hayen Tran Lani Duong. Veska Vasileva Ineva. Fiona Anne Flores Leon. Inez Foka Mamjokam. Natasha Furtado, with distinction, winner of the Marketing Medal awarded to the most outstanding graduate student in marketing. Nicole Cassidy Gartner. Andrian Gauvin Bourdon. Joshua Goldberg Penn. Kiana Ashley Gutkowski. Maria Nader Habash. Andrew Hashi, with distinction. Karen Lu Heo, with distinction. Sabrina Hidalgo Pedroso. Truong Huang, with great distinction, winner of the Marketing Medal, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in marketing. Clara Diane Huppel. Rabia Hussein. Alexandra Yakoto. Iftikhar Iqbal. Julie Johnson. Gladys Masayo Joson. Nicholas Kazan Zantopoulos. Vanessa Kiso. Maud Lambert. Kellyanne Lamotte. Alexa Landreville, with distinction. Hung Le. Alexia Lee. Amanda Licio, with distinction. Michael Longo. Joanne Mei Jin Lee. Connor Madden. Charlotte Marr. Angela Malorny. Esther Priscilla Manrique Oliveira. Gare Margolis. Ariana Martinez Quitino, with distinction. Samantha Miriello. Serena Montasano. Caroline Moraleo. Laetitia Mubarak. Amanda Nakash with distinction. Jesus Navarro Saliz. Fong Tao Lin Nguyen with distinction. Mona Osmani. Ellie Darcy Paxton. Laura Palaez Galvez. Okay. Victoria Pietro Cupa. Luca Antonio Pomenti. Ada Stefania Prunescu. M. Shakila Riaz. Natalie Christine Regura Asfor. Ana Silvia Roja Dani. Andrea Sabah. Sabrina Salabi. Joy Salib. Maria Cristina Sanchez Luna. Marie Alexandre Schiltz. Samuel Segal with distinction. Nishi Somasundaram. Anne Kelly Souverain. Mary Spanudakis. Seema Sukar. Maya Samer Suleiman. Hao Ming Sun. Erin San. Peter Thepsurantheon with distinction. Jillian Elizabeth Toy. Claudia Trollio. Joanna Maria Tudoran with distinction. Jeremy Sean Usharoff. Elise Viette Brosseau. Celeste Caterina Loca. Roxana Wong. Lisa Yafalian. I am pleased to introduce you to the candidates for the undergraduate certificate in the following program, Accountancy. Miriam Destin. Sergei Tomyshenko.
I'd now like to call upon our Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Ann Whitelaw, for the conferring of the degrees.
Would the graduates please stand? Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, on behalf of Senate, I present to you the candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the John Molson School of Business. I certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for these degrees.
By the powers granted in the university charter, I admit each of you to the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate as approved by Senate and certified by the Provost. Congratulations. Is that what you've been waiting for? So please be seated. And I'd now like to ask Joanna Maria Tudoran of the class of 2020 and Kira Baldwin of the class of 2021 to give their valedictory addresses.
President and Vice Chancellor Carr, Chair Antonio, distinguished guests and participants, dearest families and friends, and last but never the least, fellow students. I'm beyond honored to address you today on behalf of the graduating class of 2020. C'est tout un honneur de m'adresser à vous aujourd'hui, classe de 2020 et 2021. Believe it or not, it has very well been 2 years. Yes, 2 whole years since we graduated and stepped foot into the real world. Well, nothing real or normal about the world that we had to step in, but we'll get to that in a bit. For many, it has been 2 whole years since we've stepped foot in the MB building, having to fight for entrance with that always in maintenance front door. 2 whole years since the good old student days filled with as many carefree ups, as crushing downs with contagious belly laughs, and ugly cries with endless painful projects, but also wild 5 à 7 at Reggie's. Each of us becoming better versions of ourselves thanks to the rich ecosystem that the school offered us. I believe it's important to take a second to give thanks to all those who've been involved in making this meaningful occasion a reality for us. Most of us probably thought that the online graduation from 2 years back was going to be it, but here we are today, finally reunited in this moment of pride. Pride of walking down this iconic stage in front of our peers, faculty, and loved ones. It truly is better late than ever because make no mistake, class of 2020, and 2021. We deserve this moment, especially after all that we've been through. Now is the perfect time to look back and appreciate our own unique journeys, appreciate the amazing professors and faculty that contributed to our growth, appreciate the rich concepts we ingested and still apply in our day-to-day lives. Anybody here still remembers the sigmoid curve? I know I do. And finally, appreciate the lifelong friendships and connections we've made through student associations, case competitions, and conferences. Our time here as part of the JMSB and Concordia communities has truly been valuable beyond words. You know, it's a funny situation I'm in, giving a valedictory address 2 years after our actual graduation. Usually speeches are about what is awaiting us, being brave, getting excited about the future and the opportunities ahead, but it isn't really our case, is it? No, we've actually already started our adult life after college. And the reality that we had to step in is unfortunately one of a global pandemic, where we had to face inconceivable challenges. For some, that might have translated into the unexpected, heartbreaking loss of a dear one. For others, that might have meant redefining close relationships as we faced lonely periods of seemingly endless isolation. Not to mention the oh-so-pleasant no swab COVID test, or learning a new job completely remotely, then having to keep a poker face when you finally meet your coworkers in person because their voice did not match what they look like. Yeah, we all had our fair share of struggles, but I wholeheartedly believe that they ultimately made us stronger. Through all of that, we persevered and displayed an astonishing amount of inner strength and resilience. We gained much needed clarity on the true meaning of love, community, and friendship. And we learned the importance of keeping a positive mindset through the hard times because life always has a way of working out. I mean, all of us joined in this moment of celebration is the best proof of that. After adapting time and time again, here I am, just a girl, standing in front of a crowd of brilliant minds, asking them to give themselves a hand of applause because we actually made it. To our wonderful professors and faculty, for your guidance and flexibility throughout our journeys, we thank you. To our loved ones present here today and those watching at home, for your unconditional support and patience with us, we thank you. And lastly, to my fellow graduates, for your courage and strength of character, I thank you. Seeing how many of us have been in the same wild boat and made it through the storm is truly inspiring. And for those of you who feel like they may not have accomplished all that they'd hoped for in these past 2 years, you're most certainly not alone, but this is the ideal time to hit the reset button and give yourselves a break. Like Oprah says, there's no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us into another direction. Failure is just a stepping stone to greatness. L'échec n'existe pas. L'échec est juste la vie qui essaie de nous faire avancer dans une autre direction. L'échec n'est qu'un tremplin vers la grandeur. So with that in mind, class of 2020 and 2021, I send you the warmest congratulations for all the steps you've already taken towards greatness and for the many more to come. Félicitations à tous.
Chancellor Wiener, President and Vice Chancellor Carr, Chair Antonio, distinguished guests, friends, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. I feel so proud to share this day with you, and honestly, it feels surreal. Not a single one of us has gotten here today alone. We are each a patchwork quilt of those who have surrounded us with love, those who have believed in us and our futures, and those who have showed us empathy and kindness. We've shared so many moments together, huddled in study rooms, cramming for exams in the library, and we've even shared the embarrassment of being judged while getting off on the 3rd floor of the MB building, knowing that the stairs do in fact take less time. And before anything else, let me just say, I'm elated and honored to be here standing with you today. It has been a full year since we've graduated, only 1 year though. Joanna and the class of 2020, they get to one-up us a little bit. We all arrived at JMSB from different places and for different reasons. Today, we celebrate our journey as a collective unit. Our academic achievements, our growth as professionals, and our ability to push boundaries to become better as a whole. We also celebrate the many facets that enabled our success. The staff and administration who provided us with invaluable resources, the faculty that educated, challenged, and inspired us to apply ourselves creatively, and the family and friends who continuously supported us. I especially want to say thank you to the ones who said that we could do it, even when there was absolutely no proof, and to the ones who gave up some moral code of right or wrong for us to live by. Recognizing and acknowledging the impact that the others have on our lives allows us to understand that JMSB is so much more than an institute of excellence. It is a community that we will always be a part of. Every person who walked across the stage today has lived a unique university experience. Some of us were involved in student governance, others participated as members of co-op, each strengthening JMSB's offering as an undergraduate program. We created an ecosystem that continues to grow every day. And be it remarkable, our journey was also taxing and forced us to seek courage. Some students juggled part-time or full-time jobs with their studies, others dealt with homesickness brought on by moving to a different city, province, or country. We have spent countless hours striving to maintain excellence while also dealing with the world's injustices, economic crises, and of course, a global pandemic. Yet, no matter how different we all are, we will always remember where we were, what we were doing, and who we were with when everything shut down and our lives changed. The challenges we endured, we overcame together. Our remote learning made us nimble and able to adapt. Now, personally, I was really upset when we weren't able to do in-person classes. Then slowly I learned to love rolling out of bed 1 minute before Zoom, maybe 5 minutes and felt like making a coffee. And if yes, you're sitting in the seats right now wishing that you could hit mute or the camera off button, grab a snack, take a nap, me too, me too. Although the hardships we faced were, dare I say it, unprecedented, one thing remains certain: we were able to overcome adversity. We've had more than a full year to think, to grow, and that's the beauty of this all. We've already done it, we've been doing it, and now it's the fun part. Cherish your memories, your established connections in the professional world, and know that each and every single one of you played a supporting role to a fellow graduate, even if you didn't know it. We are ending this chapter of our lives, but we will never be able to forget it. Not only because it is a pivotal moment, but also because the CASA JMSB Facebook page will continue to send you notifications even if you're out the left group. Yes, yes, yes. I invite to acknowledge the impact you have made and will continue to make, to remain curious, to ask questions, because we are limitless, we are bold, we are tenacious, and we are the graduating class of 2020 and 2021. Félicitations à tous, merci.
Thank you, Joanna and Kira, for reminding us of the importance of community in everything that we do, both at the university and beyond. So this just about wraps up our ceremony. Thank you for being here to celebrate the success of the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. Graduates, I hope today's ceremony has been yet another meaningful marker in the time that you've spent with us at Concordia. La collation des grades est un droit de passage vers ce que nous espérons tous sincèrement être un avenir formidable et brillant pour chacun d'entre vous. Avant que vous ne vous lanciez dans un avenir radieux, j'aimerais vous demander de prendre un moment pour rendre hommage aux personnes qui vous ont accompagnés jusqu'à ce que vous soyez là où vous êtes aujourd'hui. Certaines de ces personnes qui vous appuient sont des camarades de classe qui sont assis dans la salle avec vous. Certains de vos champions sont les professeurs et le personnel. Pourtant, j'ai le sentiment qu'il y a d'autres personnes dans la salle qui méritent d'être remerciées. So graduates, I'm going to ask you to stand one more time, but this time, turn around and thank all the partners, families, and friends who have helped you get here by giving them a huge round of applause. Thank you very much. Concordia is a great university with the promise of an even better future. And on this day, there is no better measure of our success and no better measure of our potential than all of you. We will always be your university. I would like to wish you all well, that you succeed and follow your passions. And as the ceremony comes to a close, please allow us to toast your success with a vin d'honneur outside. Merci, félicitations, au revoir et à bientôt.